Welcome to Hold My Bee. I'm Morgan. This is generally our podcast section where we talk about the things that you get to listen and judge about. However, this week we are going to take a small break and I'm going to do Editor's Corner. We've had a lot of compliments, criticisms, and lots of input from everyone. And we're just going to kind of go over it. So, here at the Hive, here at Hold My Bee podcast, we have created almost every social media that we can come up with, find, or that we have ourselves. Everything is going to be under at Hold My Bee or at Hold My Bee podcast. That being said, I believe the only one that is going to have a different name that everyone's going to see is TikTok, which is Hold My Bee 517. 517 will be explained later, not right now. That is trauma for another day, and it's not my trauma. Still Bee's trauma. It's always Bee's trauma. It's not a normal life. It's just trauma. So with all of our social media handles and everything, we have found that we are lacking a little bit of things that we want to get into and dip our toes in. So we are going to start a couple of little side segments. We have one that we're going to call The Buzz. I had to take notes, okay? So with the call, we are going to do drinks and drama, not our own drama, which is even better. We don't have a date on it yet of like when we're going to start doing it, but I will do another editor's corner to kind of let you all know when this is going to happen. The calm is something that Bee is actually really passionate about, and she really wants to do it and thinks that it'll just be a lot of fun. I am all for it and ready to join. With doing the editor's corner, you're going to hear the animals in the background, 2 cats and a dog. For those viewing, Rocky is actually sitting in Bee's chair that she's normally in, taking a good old snooze. Actually, I think I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's watching Hoshi, cat featured last week, get into trouble. And then we have Kohako, she's here somewhere in the basement. So you're going to hear all of the animals. It's Editor's Corner. I decided I wasn't going to try to kick all the animals out. Bee and I had a really long day. Part of our day was actually spent trying to do something for all of you. That's how we all felt, Hoshi. And that's how people are going to feel when they hear this news, if you will give me a second to tell the people. Then you come up here and you tell them. So that's what I thought. Yes, you're going to whine about it, and that's fine. So will everyone else. So Bee and I spent our entire day, and I do mean our entire day, trying diligently and our unbelievable damnedest to make merchandise for everyone. Not that we're going to make thousands and thousands of pieces of merchandise. We are trying to just make some shirts with the logo on it, or a couple of key phrases that we found ourselves saying a lot around each other that we want on shirts that we want to wear ourselves. The problem we are having is, one, we like different materials and we want to make sure the materials are actually nice before we let people use them. And 2, we don't know how to follow directions. Bee and I spent the entire day trying to do a heat transfer of the logo onto a shirt, following all of the directions and missing one critical step. 2 critical steps, actually, as later discovered. That being said, we are still working on it. We have found a way to make some stickers, so we'll have little stickers that if you know us in real life. We might have a few, depending on when it is. We might have some left over. We're doing an event soon. By soon, I mean it's going to be tomorrow for me and last week for all of you. But with that event, we are going to have some stickers that we're just going to kind of, with all of our like ats on, which is just 2. But it is a way to help find us and, promote and get us out there. With getting out there, we are going to introduce the buzz. What we're going to do is a little Q&A. But the Q&A isn't just going to be like us sitting and like reading your questions. We are going to play games. Scary games, fun games, cozy games. We are debating right now for the first episode to be us making things in The Sims or playing Phasmophobia. That being said, later on, we will probably do like a live Jackbox or Mario, depending on how we feel. And we'll have people on there with us. They will know ahead of time. Most of the people already know, based on, at least one of the games that B and I play and who we play with. They are finding out right now, hi guys, that there's a possibility that they'll be on an episode out really having anything to do but us playing, while we try to read questions and play a game. So you can imagine something like Phasmophobia where there's jump scares and ghost hunting and that happening. Before we get to that, I'll give like a little announcement and all that stuff. But our social media for that one, like Twitch, is still Hold My Beat. So it's at Hold My Bee or at Hold My Bee Podcast. Those are our only 2 handles. The Hold My Bee 517 is still us. We have not thankfully had any issues with that stuff yet. Anticipation is always there. On the last thing that we are going to go over here in Editor's Corner, there has been an awful lot of demand made on this particular little thing. Listen here, ladies, gentlemen, peoples, humans. Listen here. B and I are only 2 people. We are supported by several others. We are using our own time and our own money to do these things. We are going to try, as demanded, to make a merchandise store. We have found a place we want to use. We are going to get the product first and make sure we like it and make sure it washes well and it wears well before going, hey, here's our store. That's why these, our hoodies, are not for sale, because even then our hoodies came up differently and we are very picky about what we want people to have, and that has essentially B's name on it and our faces attached to it. So as a summary for this normal episode in length, we're calling ourselves Hold My Bee. However, you'll hear us go, oh, the Hive, because we are trying to collectively keep track of at least 3 different things, eventually 4 because of the store. So the Hive includes Hold My Bee podcast, which is our normal life drama or straight up trauma. You decide. The Comb, where we are drinking and drama of other people's lives, not our own. The Q&A of the Comb, the Buzz, where we are going to comb through different games while you guys give us questions. We are determining how we're going to do the questions and what we're going to allow everyone to ask, that's still, up and coming. The store, when we have it, I will have the name, I will have the whole thing for you, and I will let everyone know. Till then, I'm Morgan, and this has been the Editor's Corner on Hold My Beat.